Yeah, hello, good day, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. And how are you doing? How was last week? Well, yeah, and I hope you guys got some very good peeps last week. Yeah, so yeah, all right. I couldn't do NFP on Friday because I was practically out of the house. I was on system, so I couldn't trade NFP. I had a bias before NFP, right? So, and I want us to look at it before we go to what we're probably be looking out for next week, right? So, and all right, see this I've had my economic calendar straight up to Friday. See, we had some impact news, all right, event on Friday around 1:30 GMT plus one. Say, and we saw average hour earnings, all right. So which ended up at 0.5%. Okay, and we had NFP. Earlier before NFP happened, I had a meeting with Dimeji, basically. Yeah, well, one of the traders. All right. So I had a meeting with him, and one of the questions he asked me was, "What's my view with NFP um, gold, basically?" So when I told him, well, I'll be looking forward to gold dropping down, but with what I was seeing yesterday, it was too much of a location to look out for, right? See, let me just see if I can. Yeah, see price on the 4 star frame. Around that time, price was basically around this level, right? See, and it was more of a shopping movement. So when seeing the sellers coming in, so I was pretty much sticking to the fact that, oh, all right, there's possibilities that we have a drop down to this level, but I wasn't going to be too anxious to take that decision almost immediately until I see some interesting move. So, and then we also have another news, unemployment rate, which was pretty much not good for the dollar. Yeah, a little bit, all right, a little bit, but you won't see the impact of what is not good. Now, when I say not good for the dollar, please look at what I'm going to say here. A lot of people make these mistakes, all right, and they actually focus on the forecast and not on the previous, which is wrong, right? See, it's wrong way to look at the economic calendar, all right? So you want to match up the actual, all right, that was released with the previous. So the forecast is basically me saying, all right, people, what's your take as to um, what's going to happen in market? And at least out of 100 people, we have 80 people say, okay, it's going to favorable, is going to be favorable for the dollar. So that's basically my forecast. All right. So general forecast was more of, well, it's going to favor the dollar, but that is basically not a certainty. It's just more or less like we're predicting that, well, it's going to favor the dollar, but in the actual sense, it's just someone's view. It doesn't imprint what's going to happen. So when you um, go with the prediction of data against the actual data, then you are practically going to be getting the wrong information. And what you people also need to understand when you're looking into economic calendars, you probably would see that in this case right now, you see the previous was actually 3.5, all right? And the forecast was 3.8, okay? So 3 point Yeah, 3.6 was the forecast. All right, and price came out to be 3.4, and it wasn't really above the what's it called, the previous, but it's printed green. So, and when you see these, you probably get confused, all right? Because this value is lower than this, it's really not good. The only yardstick to this is what is the percentage of the difference. So it's I think 0.1 basically is not much of an impact that you will see on the dollar. So in that regard, okay. So so basically that's what you're going to really focus on. Like you have the NFP, the previous was 165K, all right. The forecast was 180K, and the release was 253. So 253 is far more greater than the previous data. So these data are what you should match and ignore this. All right, ignore this. It's just saying maybe your friend who is also a trader, you're asking him what's going to be his view about this data, and he tells you this, and you or you kind of believe him against what was released. So in that regard, you're probably going to be eating the wrong um, information. All right. So and when this happened, it was good for the dollar. All right. So and apparently you have the dollar drop. So and that was a pretty decent one. All right. So I don't know. So but where were we coming from? And what's the next view in line? And if we move down to next week, all right, yeah, if you move down to next week, generally next week is CPI period, all right. So it's going to be CPI. So we'll be expecting some more dramatic movement in the market, practically from Wednesday generally. So, and we'll start looking at what's going to be for the market generally. Okay, so let me a little bit pound into the yeah, the daily. Let's do the daily so we can have, yeah, it's clear for you. All right, so we have this level to hold on to, which is pretty much the level we've been looking out for. All right. So, and it's really interesting that we had a little touch on this level, but then if I'm going to talk about this, I probably want to see, yeah, we are probably at a supply zone. All right. So, and everybody will be looking forward to, yeah, we got the first one, okay, and price push up, and we got this rejection, so price will continue to push down. So everybody is focusing on this level. All right. So, but we all need to be very careful when it comes to dealing with the market, because we're always up against someone. Right. So you want to observe what the person is doing and how he's taking reactions. All right. And so you don't get yourself into sorry, too much of a fight. All right. So basically for me, I'm looking at this and saying, all right, we got this push. All right. So what was the response of the sellers? The response of the sellers was pretty much holding into this level and not really breaking out of that level. So if I'm going to say this, I probably will still focus on the buy movement because this is an uptrend market. All right. Despite we are at this level. I'll still be focused on yeah, sorry. Yeah, the buy. All right. And as sellers drops in, the buyers become stronger. All right. So, okay, you have a strong buys, we have a response. All right. Okay, we got a new high. All right. And price with the both low, but then we didn't have a new lower low, and that's where we all need to be focused on. All right. Until we have a new lower low, we can't take the ownership of a particular territory and give it to someone who has not really claimed it. So for those who have been in my trading, you know, we talked about territories and the markets, the buyers and the sellers market. So obviously for me right now, there's still the buyers market into this territory. So the sellers market has not taken over yet. All right. So I'm still going to be focusing on the buy movement. All right. After all the sellers are trying to push down, it keeps holding, and the buyers responded, which is interesting. So until now, we see the sellers response. So yeah, we got this nice candle to the downside. So, but was it a lower low? No. So the lower low is not created yet. So if I'm probably going to really look into this properly, I want price to push down and we'll go a retest. Then I can now say, all right, we're in the seller's market. Every direction should be pointing to the downside. But right now, I feel the buyer's market is still very much active. All right, very much active. See, let's do a little bit more forensic analysis. All right, so we've been holding on. Let me see if I can pick this up. All right, so we've been holding on this range. Yeah, if you remember this range, we have this range being ray channel, and suddenly we got a break and price push up. All right, and right now price is back into that range to retest the range, and we have the NFP comes in and it got a rejection of the range. So price didn't push into the range. So this could still mean the buyer's market still active because the owner of the market is still very much in control. So you don't conclude. All right. So who was the initiator of the move? Right. The guy who initiated the move to the upside. So this is the owner of the market. This is the buyer that initiated this move to the upside. So and everywhere in this area, right here, all right, is a territory. Is the king. Okay. So let's give him a crown. All right. So yeah, not pretty much a very good crown though. So but he's the king right here. So this is territory. So and until he gives up his territory, until then we can consider, okay, well, let's look for now we have a new guy, a new territory owner, which is this guy. Okay, if price push down, then this is now going to be a territory for a continuation to the downside. So for everybody who is seeing this and saying, all right, we got a rejection from the supply level, you need to be very careful when you your rejection. All right, you want to understand um, what's the reason why. All right, and where are we? All right, so and that will give you a better representation of what you want to look out for next. So as for me, I'll probably want to see probably more of a confirmation again. All right, so let's break out of all these scenario, let's see some biased opinion and some how price reacts. Say should in case, then I'll be looking forward to retesting this all over again. All right. So that's me looking out for what gold is going to do, and probably we might see price really breaking out of the highs. So yeah, a lot of people will see this and say, okay, there's an opportunity to start selling. A lot of people looking at gold and saying, oh yeah, we got a double a three top formation on gold. Price came down and price rejected the last time, price rejected this time. So now we have the retort, so we should expect price to really rally down to the downside. Yeah, understandable. That's yeah, technical. But then um how are the real players really looking at it? All right, is the next question. So you always want to stay close to, oh yeah, this is what the big guy is doing. So this is the narrative of what the big guy is doing inside the whole formation. So we don't just jump into the fact that we got these three torches and we got a price bouncing off the highs, and so from there price will continue to push down. All right, so we can't just continue to say that. Yeah, a lot of people will say, oh, look at the weekly, oh, what an exhaustion candle. Yeah, there's a lot involved in all this. There are a lot involved. It doesn't comes in just one handy the way you're looking at it. A lot of informations right there. See, until those informations are being practically broken down, you can't just base that judgment on that. And if you're looking at the weekly and say, oh, look at the weekly, we got a week, and then Monday comes and you start selling because of this information, you probably run into a very dangerous market. All right. So you want to really stay close to where the information that suits you is. All right. See, yeah, that's pretty much where what I'm going to be looking at. I'm still going to be on the buy side. All right. See, yeah, until I have a confirmation of a breakout of this level, and then I'll then look forward to really sell this to the downside. So, but anything outside there, yeah, it's still a bullish market for me. It's still a bullish market for me. So which are probably really looking out for and see how price reacts against next week. So and then that will decide what's going to happen. So yeah, so let's do one more GJ. Yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, pretty much doing my work, right? Yeah, a lot of we caught a very nice trade in the group yesterday. Basically somewhere around here. Yeah. Yeah. And it was pretty much interesting to got into that nice trade, and yeah, and prices rallying to the upside. All right. So and when we basically what I was looking out for was I think this guy. So this was the last touch to the upside. So basically I was looking out for, yeah, right there. It was basically on the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, so that was, we had a buy limit right there, pending order. So three things was being looked out for. See, we had a breakout. All right. See, don't forget what we've been dealing with. So everybody, we confirmed that we were in a bullish market. All right. So we were in a buyer's market. See, buyer's market to the upside. So trend line was there. So let me, for those who will not see this, so let me go to the daily time frame. So you can be able to see where I picked my trend line from. All right, so you can see right there in torch, a second torch, and right there was what we're looking out for. And yeah, so let's go back to time frame. All right, so we are in a bullish market, and yes, secondly, we had a breakout. Okay, breakout. So who was the initiator of the move? This guy, initiator of the move to the upside. See everywhere right here, everywhere right here is territory. So yeah, don't let me draw a crown again. Okay, so yeah, let's make it. Yeah, so this is a territory. So and where was the level broke? This was the area it broke out from. See, and this was resistance right there, turn support. See, and all these are confluencing with the trend line, support and resistance, 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. So three things we're looking out for as a confirmation for this price to continue to the upside. So, and as price come down to that level, we keep looking at how the price was reacting. Oh, when sellers become strong, all right, so they breach this level. So these are the sellers markets. They break this level and price continue to downside right there, and that was the level again. So price hold on into that level, buyers tried, but no, and luckily enough for them, they breached another level right there. But as they pull down, you can see how price becomes more sluggish. The buyers coming in to get some strength, so the sellers getting weakness. So and suddenly you have this push to the downside. And once you see push to the downside like this, um hence we say this as this level becomes money spot, because a lot of people will say, yeah, you see the sellers are back in again, so everybody starts selling. And for the big guy who are trading the big guy, this is money spot. So and looking into buying from here, that's where the money is. So and we got an entry, so I'll still be expecting more push to the upside, and the price will continue to rally up, and we go back to retest this level right there again, to retest this channel and probably push, and that will be I pray interesting move to look out for. Again, we are not going to say that's what's going to happen authoritatively, all right? So yeah, so we'll probably see price also still push and back into this level. So if it does not break in this level, we'll probably might see price just continue to drop, and we'll see the breakout of this level and price will just drop. So whichever scenario it paints itself, we just keep following with the market and take well, pretty much better decisions. All right, but right now I'm still holding my trade, still bullish movements generally on GJ. Looking forward to next week. All right, so you know, okay, yeah, so same scenario. Okay, let me delete all this. Okay, this is my previous analysis. So let's look at where we're coming from, a daily time frame. So for those who have been following in the group, all right, you could remember, all right, me pointing out the price was coming down to this level right there, and we're almost close there. So, and should in case price knocks out that level, we see price knocks it off and might continue to rally to the upside. All right. So, and from there, I want to see more reactions, and this is what I'm looking out for. All right. So generally, you will, yeah, we are in a bullish market. That's pretty much fine to conclude that we are in a bullish market. So every view should point to the upside, and this is it. So yeah, so right now we got technicals looking like breaking out of a channel. All right, and interestingly, we see V nice push out of that level with this very strong candle. So the question is, what will the sellers do with this guy? Will they keep quiet, or they will respond? So should, in case we see some level of no responsiveness, all right, we'll probably might see a push up, and a retest and price will rally back to the upside. So on GU cable, for me, I'm still being bullish in the market. I'm still bullish buys. So I'll probably look for more level. Do I didn't trade GU last week. I think we just did a small GU, and right now I'm not looking into GU. Basically on gold and GJ. So if I am too much in many pairs, I probably won't want to do many pairs. Yeah, but for those who are in the group, you want me to look at some pairs for you, you can actually send them to me. I'll give you my views about them and help you out. But for me, I'm probably going to be sticking with basically this, and majorly on gold. So, and I'll be complementing it with either G or GJ. All right. So, all right, guys, that will be it for this week, right? And we'll catch up in the group, and we'll probably talk more. Should, in case I have any other pairs to look out for. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your evening.